Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, people and creeds and races and everything else you want to be today, because all we are is another clown in the car. So, what is old is new again. This is the new thing, the new narrative I keep seeing all over Twitter, is that Trump abandoned Kurds. Trump abandoned Kurds. Anybody cares, okay? None of these people cared before. And I'm like, why have I not heard this? What's going on here? Okay, well, this is, well, of course, the cleaned up version here. The, what do you call that? The non-web page. Here, let me just take that off. There you go. Boom. Well, that didn't do anything. That page. This is in October 14th, 2019. And there we go. I'm going to clean that back up so that way those ads and everything don't wreck the system. So I'm going to go over this, and I'm going to tell you exactly where people are idiots. And I want every one of you to fight this idiocracy, okay? Here's what has happened in Syria in the week since Trump abandoned the Kurds. This was Rolling Stone. Now, let me tell you what. Rolling Stone, am I the only one that still thinks it ought to be about music? Did I miss that somewhere? I missed the memo. Never. I mean, they're now talking about foreign policy, and they're making in politics and in foreign policy, they are making adamant statements of fact. He abandoned the Kurds. There's no getting around. He abandoned them. Well, let's read on. ISIS, Russia, Iran, Syria, and Turkey are happy. America's allies are not. Okay, where is Kurdistan on a map? Y'all know? Anyone? Bueller? It's not there. Why? Because the international community has not worked on getting them in their own place. Just like the Palestinians, they don't have their own place. They're a nomadic tribe that have been there for thousands of years. These are not cities. It was skyscrapers and advanced. It's not was it on Black Panther? Marvel. Where does it's not Rwanda. I can't remember the name of this kingdom. Wakanda. It's not Wakanda. The Kurds do not live in Wakanda, and it's all hidden away from people. It is. They're just people. All right, just people. People watch Turkish-Syria border. There's a problem right there. Turkish-Syria border. By the way, Turkey is a member of NATO. They are our ally. Don't know if Rolling Stone ever got the memo on that one. So these dudes are watching smoke come up. I mean, look, there's one. You're gonna assume bombing over here at one fire that's creating all this. Look, I mean, this guy is so concerned. He's got his skinny jeans on. He's rolled up. He's got little flip flops on. And, oh, no, that's not a mask he's wearing. That's his beard. As expected, President Trump's decision to pull U.S. troops away from the Syria-Turkey border, effectively endorsing a Turkish assault on U.S. allied Kurds. First of all, are they our allies in Syria? I don't know if they are. Wait a second. I do kind of remember this. There's a whole big stink about this, man. This is not right. They weren't our allies at this point. I think there was some wonky stuff going on. Don't take my word for it, but I'll find out. Okay, this is stupid. Anyway, it's on its own. It stands on its own. It's stupid. We're pulling away from allies, like we did Vietnam, South Vietnam, like we did Afghanistan right now. I mean, dude, these people have never cared. They don't know what allies are. They just know what reporters. The Rolling Stone is part of Hate America. Okay, so there's not going to be anything like we're doing some grandeur thing where we are the moral police of the United States here, saying, these guys were such great allies and stuff. They don't even know how to spell Kurds. Think about that. And we were never authorized to go into Syria. There's no authorization to do this. This is all a stupid screw job by the Biden-Obama administration with Syria. I mean, they gave them the chemical weapons. See here. Trump made the call last Sunday after a phone call with the Turkish president, whoever, and without consulting the Pentagon or Congress. Trump, who is in charge of the military, did not consult with the Pentagon or Congress. Less than a week later, Trump ordered the removal of all U.S. troops from the region. Yeah, he said he's going to do this. This should be a shocker to anybody. He said he's going to bring troops home. He said, we're done fighting endless wars all over the globe. Guess what? You know how much that cuts the military spending if you bring the troops back? Less than a week later, Trump ordered everybody home, further endangering the Kurdish people, strengthening ISIS, and ending influence of some of America's chief adversaries. Ceding influence. In return, the U.S. has to date received nothing. We were just in the country with the world's reserve of lithium. The stuff that goes into the Tesla car batteries. Every battery in the future is going to be made with lithium. And like a majority of it is in the country of Afghanistan. We left it there for the next guy. I mean, all this is such a hypocritical, nonsensical idiocy here, okay? This is you can't play football with politics. That's not how this is supposed to work. This is why we're in such a divide right now. Oh, here's what else Trump has wrought. I mean, this is not an opinion piece. This is not written as an opinion piece. This is written as fact. This person is absolutely they're just an awful person. Here's what else Trump has wrought. 130,000 Kurds have been forced to flee their homes. Have you ever seen a Kurdish home? Have you ever seen one? Just asking. Hundreds have died. They may have died anyway. We don't know this. The United Nations. Now, there is a beacon of truth, okay? These people, wherever they go, sexual assault, depravity, and thievery follows. 130,000 Kurds have evacuated their homes as a result of the invasion. Nothing that the number stands noting is what that's supposed to say. Is noting, not nothing. But the number stands to rise as Turkey continues its assault. According to CBS News, an independent war monitoring group in the UK. Okay, so according to, I'm Rolling Stone, but according to CBS, they say someone in the UK, and don't say who they are in the UK. Hey, you know, those bloats over there in England, there's a war monitoring group. We have no idea who they have ties to, where they're getting the money, anything like that. But we just know they hate America, and that's going to be enough to publish this. Let's read on. I bet you they talk about bad stuff about America. 60 civilians and more than 200 fighters, 121 SDF members, and 86 pro-Turkey militants have been killed as a result of the offensive. Soldiers died in battle? Holy shit. Yes, you're going to see here. ISIS prisoners have escaped. How many have escaped in Afghanistan right now? The Kurds were holding 11,000 ISIS prisoners in northern Syria. No, they weren't. They weren't, okay? Because these people, the Kurds, 11,000 that's a lot of people. I mean, it's not fathomable for them to be held. They would have killed them, but no, they wouldn't hold them like that. That's stupid. Along with thousands of other ISIS women and children. ISIS women and children. Terrorist babies. Now we have terrorist babies. That's why we have legalized abortion. Well, let's give the ISIS women, let's introduce abortion to them. And they can kill, they won't be having an abortion. It won't be a sin to abort a child for them. It will be rectifying a future terrorist cell, literally, who were apprehended through the years-long efforts at the expense of thousands of Kurdish lives would escape or be released. This is all BS. On Friday, a spokesperson for the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces announced that okay, again, the Kurds are fighting in somebody else's backyard. If you look at your backyard, I mean, just then, where do you live? Okay, let's say all of a sudden they say, look, this is a great example. The people coming across from Mexico, they don't have a home. They don't have a country. They don't have anything. So they just come into Texas. And they're out on a ranch somewhere, and they're like, well, we're going to live here. And the ranch owner says, dude, you can't live in my backyard. I got cows living back here. And they go, no, we're here now. You going to make us leave? And like, I might get a couple of my buddies down here in some pickup trucks. We're going to whoop your ass. So the next thing you know, they're fighting. That's what's happening here. This is not a Democratic forces fighting ISIS for some relevant reason. On Sunday, the SDF claimed around 950 ISIS-affiliated individuals escaped from the camp near the Turkey-Syria border. More ISIS prisoners could be released as the Kurds holding them focus their attention on surviving the Turkish offensive. Well, yeah, that should be where your attention goes. Trump has tried to downplay the implications of ISIS prisoners. Wait a second, I've already forgotten now. How did he... Oh, because he pulled the U.S. troops out. The U.S. would be in the middle of this. So these two jabroni countries are not even countries. One's a country. One's a freedom fighter group. And freedom fighter just means communist. And they're fighting each other. But because the United States isn't in the middle of their conflict, we're the bad guys. This is BS. I'm not reading the rest of it because you already know it. And this is what is going on Twitter right now. And they're all saying that Trump, he abandoned the Kurds and let everybody die. You know, he's all these Kurds have died and all this stuff. And trying to compare that to the Afghanistan cluster that's going on right now. I don't understand how they get from A to Z. I don't understand how they get to anywhere, but they just throw this stuff out. Democrats have the ability to throw stuff out so fast. It's unbelievable how quick. It's like they got to have teams that are focused on just one issue at a time. It's like, okay, Team B, it's time for you to go in and throw your monkey crap against the wall. And then it's like, Team C, do you have your urine ready? Let's go to that. And what you're going to do is you're going to fill these water balloons and you're going to monkey throw them. Okay, just this is idiocracy. You got to fight back. You got to take this on. Do not let these people get away with saying that Trump killed Kurds, he abandoned them, all the other BS. Take him to task all the time. Never, 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 never give up. If you agree with me, please subscribe, and we will be changing the algorithm in your favor. Other than that, let's just have fun, guys. I do not want to be a mad person. I got a little angry this time, I understand. I just did an hour and a half podcast or live video coverage of a press conference. It's overwhelming, but we're having fun. This is our time. This is our time. We're not going to let the losers take our country with their cold civil war and their weird ideas, okay? We're just going to chill out. That's all we're asking for. It's just everybody chill out. You know what? I would rather play Monopoly with these people than be fighting on Twitter with them. So please subscribe. Be good to somebody. Be good to yourself. Love each other. Don't have road rage. And remember, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Just wash your hands, take care of your family, love your God, and other than that, peace out, y'all.